Are you following the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard court case? Yikes. Oh me, oh me, oh my, let me tell you. Let's get into that. Hello. Hello there, my friends. It's always a pleasure to sit down with y'all, share our thoughts and theories. You don't know, I am Dee Sparta. Welcome to my channel. This is where we dive into the mysterious and unsolvable, then try to learn more through tarot and other divination tools. And if you are new here or just haven't subscribed before, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. This way you will know when I post, which I try to post weekly, sometimes one, or I might throw in a bonus video or two. So please hit the thumbs up and comment below your thoughts and ideas on today's topic, as well as your suggestions for future videos. Now let's get into what we're going to be covering today. Well, actually, first, let's get into this. Me. I have been gone several weeks. I have been dreadfully ill. I know I had COVID, and then, sometimes I guess it came back, or I just became really susceptible to something, and I was out for 3 weeks. I still don't have my voice back, as you can tell. My nose, I'm still a little congestion, but I am feeling a lot better. I also been working on, I've had an injury that was a couple years ago. And my left thigh, hip, that whole area, and lower back, where my legs slipped under me, twisting, and it was a brutal fall. While I was camping up at the lake, at Redfish Lake. And I didn't apparently get the proper treatment for it right away, because I was up in the mountains. And it didn't heal properly. And then recently, I took another deep dive. I slipped in front of my mailbox and twisted everything out again. And then a few days after that, I slipped on my stairs, tumbling down. So I got to the point where I couldn't stand, I couldn't walk, I couldn't move. And it was like a couple months of this intense pain that would never go away. And I kept trying to see the doctors and trying to tell them, hey, this is going on. And they were mainly thinking, because I have fibromyalgia and arthritis, kept trying to treat it as a nerve pain. Finally, I got referred to the spine and pain clinic, and I finally was not sick. That they would, I saw them this week, and I got some relief finally. They gave me something that is treating for like my muscle pain here. And I've actually been able to walk. And I'm not sitting here. I've got a little bit of pain going on, but it's like I'm at a 4.5 instead of an 8.5 to 9. And let me tell you, I can live with this a lot better. I'd rather not have any pain. Trust me. But and it's just like a lot of stress has been going on in my life. And so things are looking brighter and more hopeful for me. So I'm excited. I just hope I get my voice back. So let's talk about, enough about me, okay? We don't know. Let's talk about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Amber Heard is, she has been a co-star in Aquaman. And I haven't seen her co-stars publicly defending her as much lately as they originally were. Can't imagine why. And Johnny Depp has been winning favor amongst people who are not even fans, as testimony has come out about the relationship that was very toxic. I am going to tell you, as someone who is a victim, a survivor of domestic assault and abuse, Oh, Johnny's story as he tells his experiences, it's extremely relatable. A little too scary for me, which because it resonates so much, I believing him. Now he might hold back some things that he might feel make looking bad. Like, I remember my husband coming at me with some knives really fast, and I panicked, grabbed a pan, big old, fry pan, and smacked him upside the head. Now, he tried to say I'm the one who started it, and I'm so bad for smacking him upside the head. So when I would tell the story, I wouldn't bring up the smacking him upside the head because I was scared to. Because it was always turned back that, well, look what you do. This is why I'm going to do this to you. And he did slice my fingers. And then he had everyone tell me, oh, I cut myself while chopping tomatoes. It's slippery, And if you know me, I hate tomatoes. I don't touch tomatoes. Right now, the only reason I have tomatoes growing in my garden is I've started making fresh marinara sauce or letting my family in-laws take the tomatoes. But I don't like raw, squishy, So this crazy story he made up to explain what happened to me. Yeah, it was very frustrating. So when I like this whole Amber Heard and Johnny Depp thing, it's like very relatable. And I'm like, oh, Johnny, some people have a hard time accepting a man being abused or taken advantage by a woman. Not necessarily another man. It could be another man too. And women can abuse women. It happens. And I think it's bringing things to light that, not every woman is innocent and not every man is innocent. And you have to look at the full picture of things and look at things into context and see logistically, is this really sounding right? Does this could really happen? I got to tell you, I'm not going to cover the deep dive into the case. We do know things have happened. There's the whole poop in the bed and his finger being chopped, the tip chopped off. And, there's this like some cringy shit that's been happening, right? I figure you can find more information about this on Informed Overload if you want just like some 10-minute recaps. They also have a marathon of all the stuff they're covering. And if you want to, I really highly suggest Emily Baker. She's been doing live reacts, and then on her plain show where she's not live streaming, she covers more information about the case, and you get just a feeling of, she's an attorney and she is giving us input from her perspective, and it's a great perspective. It makes things come a little clearer and with more understanding of why certain things are being done in the court and why certain things are allowed or not. So I highly suggest Emily Baker's channel to get more of these information that I'm not going to provide today because I hardly have a voice. And I want to get a video done. And I know I can't talk too much, even though I'm like talking a lot now. Let me have some coffee. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, folks. So, with that out of the way, let's get in. Just skip on ahead straight to the tarot reading. Hello, we're here. We're getting to the tarot reading. Now, if you skipped ahead to the tarot reading and you don't know what's going on with my voice, I've been sick for 3 weeks, lost my voice. It's sort of back enough that I can do a quick video. Here's hoping. Now, please remember that this tarot reading is all alleged and for entertainment only. So let's go here. I wasn't sure if I should use my true crime background or if I should, just stick, with my pop culture pinky background. Because, this is a crime. But the case is, more about defamation and trying to get payback and calling out Amber's lies is what Johnny's trying to do, and Amber's trying to say, no, I'm not a liar. Well, what do you think? We'll find out here. Okay, the first card I'm going to down is Focus on Johnny Depp. Oh, let's see here. We have the Fool reversed. Alright, can you see that okay? Alright. Next card is going to be Amber. Alright, well this one popped out. Oh, a whole bunch popped out, so we're going to have to redo that. You know what? Let me take off my bracelet. I'm afraid it's jingling too much. And you don't need to keep hearing that annoying noise. Right. Oh, it's like not cooperating with me, is it? Okay, it's coming off. Okay, there we go. Alright, Amber. Alright, the Lovers. Okay. Interesting. Now I'm going to put a card in the middle, covering their situation. Chariot reversed. Okay, so the Fool upside down for Johnny is, I'm seeing he's holding back. He's actually holding back stuff. He's been so scared to reveal everything. And also he's becoming vulnerable, explaining what he's been through with his own drug addiction and how it was affected by the relationship. Amber here is, honey, she still wants Johnny. In her head, they're not apart. She's still wanting to believe that they're lovers, and she really is trying to reverse things and get back with him. She feels very betrayed. He shouldn't have left me. He can't leave me. And I think she gets these attachments in other relationships. It's such a conflict here where Johnny's been afraid to talk about the abuse he went through, and scared. And it's just as that they're fighting, and she's still in love with him, wants to be his lover still. I think she kind of fantasizes that she's him, or to be like him, is still with him. Let's see here. So, now the Three of Wands, that's Amber's energy popping up on me. The King of Swords, that's Johnny. And oh! The cards. One fell to the ground. I'm back. Okay, so let's try that again. The Three of Wands upside down kind of gets me. It's like there's a third party kind of hiding. And then the Nine of Swords here. Okay. The King of Swords, we're looking at Johnny here, and right now with the swords, he is like, he's speaking his truth. It's like he's got this mental clarity. I got to get out of this relationship. I need, the drugs need to be gone. And he's very, very intelligent. And he has been crushed into mean, and he's trying to bring himself back up. And what he is saying is truth. The King of Swords is someone who's got mental clarity, truthful, authoritative, intellectual. They got power, and that's what we're seeing. That's a reflection of Johnny. Okay, and then we got the Three of Wands, and they're reversed, which means she is extremely frustrated, and she also has been dragged the relationship out as much as she. It was like, I got to keep delaying things, but she also was afraid of losing him and hooked onto something else, somebody else on the outside. She was, because it's like, well, if this doesn't work out, maybe this will work out. I can't. And there's a lot of confusion. And she's very frustrated. She was very frustrated in the relationship. She didn't feel like it was stable. She felt like it was falling apart. I also think his drug addiction caused so much frustration with her, and that I understand, but to abuse a person who is trying to get better, that's not good. Now we have the Nine of Swords here, and it's in between them. This is just, I think Johnny has a lot of nightmares. See the little guy in bed here? Yeah. We're dealing with nightmares, and it's being taunting, and so much fear and worry. And they both are afraid, but for different reasons. And there's a lot of just uneasiness, so much anxiety, and the depression. It has just crushed Johnny. Well, it has, like, exacerbated the anxieties in Amber. It has been depressing Johnny. It's this conflict, the two of these poor people. Let's see what more we can get. Right now, I just got a picture pop up of his finger. So let's see what pops up here. The Ace of Cups reversed. That goes over Johnny here. Okay. This is like, he has a lot of repressed emotions, and at the same time he's like doing self-care, getting himself sober, learning to take care of himself, and that's probably what brought him to stand up for himself after all that Amber had done. And I have the King of Wands reversed, and this is over Amber, and the Wheel of Fortune reverse popped over here. Wow. It's the King of Wands. Wands fire reverse. Has impossible expectations, unrealistic goals, and she's very overbearing, and she'll just do things without thinking it through. It's just like, she is just running high, just very fiery. She expects too much of others, especially of Johnny, and would lash at him. Just that fire. And yeah, she was very overbearing and controlling. That's what a King of Wands reverse character is. And that is who she has been like to Johnny. Where he is, I got to stand for myself. I've got to learn to take care of myself. I have repressed all my emotions and feelings for so long. And I can't keep my head up high anymore. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. This is bad luck, folks. Because this is about breaking cycles of dependency, breaking cycles of any kind of negativity and things that have been oppressive. And I think that's what's happening here. And it's also, there's a fighting about not wanting the change, not wanting, and you can see Johnny, he's going through these changes, and it's difficult for him to learn to love himself again, take care of himself, not rely on drugs or alcohol of any kind. Amber is stuck in this whole thing of, I love Johnny, I'm supposed to be with Johnny, I'm the only one. I mean, I think I've seen an obsession with Johnny since she was a child. There is an age difference here, and I think I'm getting like, this has been an obsessive love and she is not able to let go. This was just a bad relationship. It should never happened. I think Johnny at first was maybe endeared by the fact that she had, she did love him so much and was so attracted to him since so young. But that backfired. Here's the Five of Wands reversed. Can you see it? Sorry about the glare, folks. I really am. Okay, let's look at Amber here. Amber. The Three of Pentacles. See people trying to drop down a basket of money. Ching, ching. And... okay. Woo! The Emperor. Sorry. Okay, the Five of Wands is Johnny. I am legally blind, so sometimes I have to look at things, double check, double clarity here. So, Johnny, his whole thing in this relationship, he tries to avoid the conflicts. He would try and hide away from it. He always tried to be respectful of her and others' differences. It's like, I have to go along with some of this stuff to avoid a conflict, a fight, where things are going to get out of hand. You see, there's a lot of avoidance here. And she with this, the Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles here, oh wow. She was using him for money and fame to get attention. Like a collaboration. Her relationship, she was hoping would get her noticed and get her more roles and she could get more money. And that's what that's about there. And the Emperor here, he is a very... it's all about control, regulation, putting things together, putting things in spot. It has to be orderly. And I think Amber put these expectations of all this, what she expected. And Johnny had his own expectations. And there was a lot of collision there. And this is where they kept getting hit in with this Wheel of Fortune upside down above him. This what card? The Emperor. It's they had conflicting ideas of what should be happening in this relationship. All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles. If you just heard something go on, it's a heater beneath me. Amber. The Seven of Swords. You see this guy here? Yeah. In the middle person. Queen of Wands. Okay. Whew. Let's look at Johnny here, who is the Knight of Pentacles. Doo-doo-doo. Well, this is something we know about Johnny already. He, as the hard worker, he puts his all into what he works on, and from that is why he is successful. What he puts in comes back with money, and I know that attracted Amber. Not just his good looks, honey. There was, yeah, and this was the Seven of Swords, right? Seven of Swords. I don't like the Seven of Swords being here. It just, this is all about betrayal and deception. Getting away with it. Getting away with the abuse. Getting away with not being honest and forthcoming, especially in the divorce with the settlement of, I'm seeing like she had no intention of actually paying the money. She wanted to control it. She didn't want Johnny to have the control to donate it. She felt like he can't take any control from me. I'm the controlling here. I need it. And she is full of deception. This is a deceiver. She is deception incarnate here. And the Queen of Wands being upside down. We're dealing with that fiery. So all of this is because of selfish insecurity, jealousy. And I see both of them being very insecure and being very jealous. And that just created this bomb of fire. Because, Wands is fire. This is just a really, really combustible relationship, folks. Very unhealthy. So, yeah, let me get, I'm going to try my Letterman deck. I love those. And I'm using the fairy one that my wife got me over the holidays. Let me get some coffee first. Thank you. My throat is getting dry and scratchy here. Okay. Let's see what we get here. Okay. Oh, we have the Swan here with children. Card 17, which is hearts. Let me show it to y'all. If you're not familiar with the Lerman deck, it was very popular over using divination as a tarot deck in the Victorian ages. There is no reverses, and you read the cards. Often what cards are surrounding each other is telling the full story. So I can't just go boom. But this is the Queen of Hearts here. You see the Lady in the Hearts card. And sometimes this means, pregnancy. But it can also mean change, a new home, improvement in life. But it can also, depending what card's next to it, we'll get a better feel here. All right. Okay, we now have the Ten of Hearts with the dog and 18. When you look at the dog, we're dealing with friends, loyalty, being trustworthy. Uh, 36. Ooh. 36, which is the Six of Spades and the cross. Yeah, the cross. Okay, let's see here. Did the 3 cards all fit in the camera? Okay, so how this this is the house of burdens with the cross. So much burdens, sacrifice. Johnny has lost a lot because of the accusations that he was the abuser. And he tried so hard to be loyal and stay with her. He wanted to help her. He wanted to try and love her. Even when she was cruel to him, he tried. He saw how insecure she was. And he wanted to try and fix that. And now he realized there was a time of change. Change was he's been held back. Been held back with these burdens. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay. The 7 of Hearts. We got a lot of hearts this time. It's the tree. Number 5. Okay. The tree usually is the house of health, I believe. We're dealing with it could also mean with the roots of a tree, family, something being hereditary in a family. It could just mean growth in one's life, longevity. So, okay. This looks like the Knight of Spades, card 11. And we got little fairies. And you'll see in front of the fairies is a whip. This is the whip. Ooh, this is all about arguing, hostility, and abuse. Repeated abuse happening. And when you have the burden and the sacrifices here and the tree over here, I think it was stunting growth in their lives. But I also see this is something hereditary. I think both of them were abused in the past, which made for really, and neither of them had healed from it yet. So coming together, it's two broken people. It's a broken relationship. Very much so. Okay. And here's card 1. Usually there's a ship on it, front of it, but this is the 9 of Hearts. And this is things coming out in the news, messenger, things coming forward. I think she has tried to suppress the things coming forward. And a lot of it, fear of arguing. I think Johnny was afraid to have the arguments with her that she kept pushing. She kept doing it over and over and over again. Yeah, this was just a really bad cycle, folks, for these two. And having been through it myself, it's, wow. I mean, right now, I'm in a very healthy relationship. Very happy marriage. We've got 2 kids. And I feel great that I got out of the circumstance. I want to talk very seriously here with y'all. If you have been in a relationship where you're feeling controlled, you're feeling like you're being taken advantage of, you're feeling isolated, you're not allowed to have friends, you're not allowed to make your own choices without getting permission. It's one thing, that's as a couple, you make your choices and you share with them, hey, this is something I want to do. What's your opinion on it? What do you think? And you come at it like that, share with them, and take in their input and take into consideration what they're saying and feeling without being controlled or forced into doing it. There's manipulation. If you are told after being yelled at that it's all your fault repeatedly, and if you were only just better, if you would only do what I say, I don't expect too much, this is all I expect, and you can't even do that. You hear things like that, get out. Don't wait. I know I waited almost too long. I was pretty much left for dead and was found by the police. And it's scary. It was really scary. And I walked away and I was scared and I was hurting. When I got help and I got my life back, you can too. You know, I tried to plan to leave and try to wait till it was the right time. And then all hell broke loose. And I had to just go and hide. Do it. I will have numbers down below for hotlines. If you need to get help, please, please do so. This case is bringing a lot of awareness about domestic issues of abuse, both physical and emotional. I just keep Amber when she was saying, I didn't punch you. I slapped you open-handed. I didn't hit you. I slapped you. I hit, and I hit you like this, not with my fist. Don't say I punched you. Those are manipulative, trying to get you to argue on a point of being harmed that, hey, you can't even get it right. And, it wasn't that bad what I did. A punch is by far so much worse. How dare you, accuse me of that when I did this instead. That's like derailing the situation of, hello, yeah, struck me. This isn't right. It's not my fault. Back off. I had that told so many times, or I'm not shoving you, but he would stand right up here and make me back away because he was like chest butting me. Things like that. Okay. That's still assaulting a person. So please, please get help. I did. I got it myself, and so much better. So much better. So much happier. Sure, for a few months there, afterwards, I was really down, really depressed, confused, but I got through it. And you can too. So with that, I'm going to tell y'all, please be kind to yourselves. Be kind to others. I do love you all. Thank you for watching this video, sticking around. Thank you for being patient when I've been gone so long. Thank you for being patient about this short little video. I love you. I'll see you all next time. Bye.